What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're down at our Orange County yard. I just threw this stack on and I'm about to run back to Arkell. I picked this up this morning. It is pretty much all together. We just need to tighten all the bolts down. Matt was working on this truck and the filters were a little clogged, but not bad. He pulled them out and cleaned them, but we think the pressure sensors for the DPF are, hopefully I don't have any music playing, the DPF are bad. So I just spoke to Arkell. They have them in stock, but by the time I got there this morning, Matt was not ready to tell me what we needed. So that's why I came here, threw those on, and then I'm heading back there, but they're only like 20 minutes from here, so it's not too bad. So hopefully once we grab those and replace them, the truck will get rid of the code. But the next problem is it's in limp mode, and we don't know if it'll take itself out of limp mode or if it'll have to go to the dealer. So hopefully it will not have to go to the dealer. We are working on getting the international software so that we can take our trucks out of limp mode ourselves without having to tow them there, because once they're in limp mode, they go like 5 miles per hour. So it's a bit of a pain. But anyway, let me run to Arkell, grab the part, and then we'll get back here, throw it on, and see what happens with the truck. All right, guys, so here is the sensor. You have your plug on the side there, a little mounting bracket, and then 2 spots for your hoses. One of them is for the inlet and one of them is for the outlet, and they both go into the same sensor. But let's go throw it on. Hopefully this is the solution. I guess we'll know in a few minutes. All right, guys, so this truck is back in action. We changed the sensor. I'll show you where the sensor goes real quick, actually. So I was explaining it before. I didn't record anything today, but the sensor is up here off of this bracket here. I don't know if you can see that very well, but this is the inlet here and the outlet here. Both of these lines go to these 2 little rubber hoses here, and they both go into that sensor. Obviously, this is the DPF system here, but once we changed that sensor, we got the truck to start running tests, and then we were able to do a parked regen. It took like, I don't know, a half hour or so. And eventually all of the lights went out in it, and it is working properly. So this truck should be good to go. Hopefully the next snowstorm, there might be a snowstorm tomorrow. It looks like it's gonna stay south of us. And then next week actually looks like it is warming up quite a bit. So maybe we might not have another snowstorm for quite some time, but obviously we do want to make sure that this truck does not run into any more issues. So maybe one day we'll just take it out and drive it around and see how it runs. But as for now, it is good to go. This truck, exhaust complete. The driver did say that he was having an issue with the gas pedal and it like lost power. We started it up, got in it, revved it up, and everything was working fine on it. So we don't really know what that issue was. Hopefully it was like a one-time fluke, and we don't really know what happened. So if it happens again, maybe it'll throw a code, but I can't imagine you'll get a code for that. So I really have no clue. But another thing that happened, he must have tweaked this by hitting something. But look at this pin down in here. This pin is like mangled in here. So this piece must have got pushed in by hitting something, and that pin is pretty beat. So we have to order another pin. It's not broken or anything, so at least it'll still do its job. But one other thing here, I don't know if we're gonna be able to really see from here. I might walk you guys around, but the salt bin is getting very low here, and I kind of explained this in a past video at our main shop, but there is very minimal amount of salt in there. Probably, I don't know, maybe like 100 ton or so, and that goes fast. 100 ton may sound like a lot, but when you're doing roadways and municipality work, it definitely goes quick. For example, at 2 o'clock in the morning today, we had to send one of our guys in because there was a house fire, and the fire department went out, started spraying everything, and then the whole road froze up. So we had to go dump salt today, and there was no snow or anything. So situations like that happen as well. And we're having a issue getting salt here too. So I kind of went over how you, let me set this camera up real quick. Actually, you know what? We're gonna go in here because it is freezing and this little room has heat. So I'll take a seat. The guys have little chairs here, but we I kind of explained this. So basically the way it works here is you tell the salt company a guaranteed amount that you will take on the season, and they allow you like 125, maybe it's 130% of that amount for a set price guaranteed. So no matter what, you're getting that if you need it. I think you are allowed to take less and then it rolls over to the next year. I'm not positive on that, but this has been a very active year, way more active than the past 3 years, and we've used a lot more salt. So we ran into the same situation here where they can no longer get salt, and there's also a salt shortage. So we're currently scrambling, calling all over the place to get salt, and I just spoke to the lady at the village hall here, and the one company that said they can get them salt gave them a price of like $155 a ton, which is pretty outrageous. Salt should be like, if you're paying $100 a ton, that's on the high end. It should be like 80 bucks a ton, really, especially when you're buying like hundreds a ton at a time. It should definitely be in the $80 range, and then like a sand salt mix should be in like the $60 range, and I think they got like a $130 price or something like that for the sand salt mix. So it's definitely a bit of a stressful situation, but it's kind of out of our hands. We do not order the salt here. We kind of we store it in the bin, we push it up, and we spread it on the road. So it's out of our hands, but it is a lot of work for the village hall here to figure all of that out. But I think that is it for this one. I'm not heading down to our main shop today. It's about 3:30 already, so I'm just gonna call it quits early today and head on home. Tomorrow I will be down there. We have a chance of like a coating to an inch down there. Up here it's like maybe a coating, so who knows? It might happen, it might happen. If it does happen, it'll just be a salt run. But so just as I was pulling out of here, perfect timing, because I was just talking about how certain situations can occur where we have to go out to salt. We just got a call for ice on one of the roads in the village here. So now I got to load. Where is the battery switch up? On the machine. Every machine, the disconnects are in different spots. Oh, it's back here. That's why I popped this and I looked right here. Watch, it's over here. So anyway, just as I was talking about how we can get calls. Come on, thought I unlocked it. There we go. Just as I was talking about how we can get calls for certain situations, I now need to run out and salt a road in this village. Normally, I wouldn't do this, and one of our other guys that works here would come and do it, but being that I was here, come on. Oh, come on. It's cold out. There we go. Being that I was here, I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna load the F600 up and go salt these roads. And there's actually somebody that watches that asked me to make a video on their old road here. So maybe while I'm out, I'll run through, but I'm actually gonna make a separate video doing all of this. So if you wanna see that, you have to check it out tomorrow. That is gonna wrap it up for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. See you guys next time. Peace.